Hello, welcome to Age from Porch Talk. It's been a busy day for me today. I've had a lot of work to do, and it looks like my eyes are kind of red too, but I can see through the camera looking at myself here. But I'm tired. And another thing, I've been working on my book that I was telling you guys about last night. So I've been doing a lot of reading and editing on it. It's a lot harder than what I thought. And if I had the finances, I could just pay an editor and a publisher to do all of this for me and just be done with it. But I can't. So therefore, I'm stuck. But moving on, I just want to do a quick video and to tell you that I'm hoping to have this book done by the end of this month in April sometimes. I don't know. I'd love to see it out on the shelves by the end of the month. It's just going to take a lot of work and finding the right people, unless I can find a way of publishing it myself. But that's okay too if it comes down to that. And so I was just relaxing and taking a break from everything. Did you know there are 900 million dogs in the world? 900 million. Cats are 600. And I didn't know that till I was looking it up online. Because I was just curious. I'm like, I don't really have nothing to talk about in my podcast or anything to do a YouTube video on. So I was like, I just want to find something to talk about. And this is what I did. And I found this. 900 million. But listen at this one link I'm on right now. Global Dog and Cat Pet Population 2018. With over 470 million dogs kept as pets worldwide, dogs came out on top as the leading type of pet in 2018. Within the same year, there were roughly 370 million pet cats in the world. That's a lot of animals. I'm wondering, are there as many animals in the world as it is humans? And let's see. Here's this one. 900 million dogs. It's estimated that there are 900 million dogs in the world as of 2018. So, I don't want to read any sad stuff there because I just saw something in another link that it's sad. I don't want to read that. How many dogs are born a day? This sounds like a good one. 1.2 million puppies are born every day in the world. Did you guys know that? I didn't. And I worked at a veterinarian for 3.5 years or 4. I did not know there were 1.2 million puppies born in the world. But if you think about the numbers, and out of all the animals there are in this world, I could see that number. And now, how in the world people got 1.2 million, how they averaged this out? I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to go around and count every dog or cat in this world, or every animal in the woods. That one I'm not going to do. I'll save that for you guys. Because I do good sometimes to count past 10. I might start 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I might go 10 and be like 5, 8, 20. Yeah, sometimes my brain, that hamster that spins that wheel, my brain likes to fall asleep. And when that thing quits spinning, something goes wrong. I don't know what happens. I'm telling you. When that hamster that spins that wheel up in there goes to sleep, I'm done for. I got people pinpoint me out and they're like, Abe, you're talking out your head again. I'm sorry. That little hamster that lives up there that spun that wheel just decided to go to sleep. And I tell you, it ain't a pretty sight sometimes. What country has the most dogs? Ooh, this is a good one. Let's find out what country has the most dogs. Countries with the most dogs worldwide. USA, 75.8 million. Brazil, 35.7 million. China, 27.4 million. Russia, 15.0 million. Japan, 12.0 million. Philippines, 11.6 million. India, 10.2 million. Argentina, 9.2 million. My Lord. And that's just by the countries there. And USA has the most, 75.8 million dogs. My Lord. My gosh. How in the world can you figure that much out? I tell you, these people here, they are really good at what they do. I didn't realize I was just looking down like that too much. I'm sorry. See, I told y'all, I'm tired. You have to ignore me in this video tonight, folks. I'm really tired. And the number of dogs and cats in household worldwide. Let's go here. Number of dogs and cats in household worldwide. Cats and dogs are everywhere. Literally. It's not just Americans who love their pets. The number of pets living in households around the world varies. Though some countries favor dogs, while others have a feline inclination, rich or poor, though the love for animals is universal. Oh, the United States is a pet-friendly country according to the Humane Society of the United States. There are 86.4 million cats and 78.2 million dogs in homes around the U.S. More people own dogs than cats, but the number of cats is higher because cat owners tend to have two or more felines sharing their home. Sadly, just 21% of dogs and 21% of cats were adopted from shelters. On the other hand, most pet owners have chosen to spay or neuter their companions. 78% of dogs and 88% of cats living in American homes have been desexed. That's a lot to know right there. That's... I would never guessed any of that. Never. Would I? Nope. And I don't know why I decided to look up how many dogs was in the world. And I thought when I saw this was interesting to share. Gave me something to talk about besides just rambling and ranting. And it just took everything else off my mind from the book that I'm doing. So, and all the work and stress. But how many dogs or cats do you have? I have none. So I don't have any animals. I wished I did. I would love to have me a dog. I used to be a cat person. And when I was a little child, I collected cats. And people always knew what to get me around Christmas time or for my birthday or just to buy me something because I love cats. And they used to have a cat collection. But as the older I got, me and cats kind of drifted apart for some reason. So, cats and me don't get along too well. But me and dogs have become good friends. Now I've become a dog person. Now I wonder if I can start collecting dogs and decorate my room with dogs. Dogs are easier to take care of, in my opinion, than cats. I don't know why, but To me, they are. And you don't have to deal with the litter box either, because a dog, you can clean up after a lot easier too. Or they just go outside, you know. But, yeah, I'm very surprised with these numbers here. And I notice I'm up to 38 subscribers. Thank you guys for that number. Thank you to all who leaves me a comment, because sometimes I don't get the comments. And when I do see the comments, it tells me it's too late and I cannot refer back to you guys. I've tried to answer some of you back, and apparently I have not figured out, or YouTube will not allow me to communicate back with you, like say thank you, I appreciate it and stuff. So I believe what I need to start doing when I do these videos is start thanking everybody in the beginning or towards the end of it. And please share my videos with folks. Like tonight, I'm just coming up with stuff to talk about, to have something to do for relaxing, and just to have a video. And, you know, everybody's quarantined right now. So it's like, what do? You might can get out and just do a little bit, but you can't do like you normally would do on a Saturday night. So it makes a boring time. And I'm just trying to take advantage of this myself, I guess, of working on things that needs to be done, like this book. But regardless, I still would have to work on it. So, you know. And the reason why I didn't finish it when I wrote it in 2017, when I look at this book, I get ticked off. It upsets me. And I've got a cousin who's helping me on it now, and I've got a close friend of mine who's helping me with it. And me and him talked on the phone today, and I read him some sentences. Since we can't really be around each other, we was doing it over the phone, and I would read him a sentence out of a paragraph. So that's how we was working together to make sure if I needed to change, make sure all my punctuations needed to be where they should be. But you guys, I hope you have a good rest of Saturday night. Stay safe out there. And try to stay strong as you can through all of this. I know it's hard, but I grew up in a time where you didn't have all the technology either to keep you company. I remember growing up. I'm 37 years old. I just turned 37 in March. I remember growing up in the late 80s and all through the 90s, where you only had like 4 or 5 TV stations. And the TV would go off at 12 o'clock at night. Every night, 12 o'clock. And they'll play the Star Spangled Banner. And they'll show the American flag. And this was on all the stations. And then after the song was over with, the TV went into fuzzy, snowy white fuzz. And that's all was there. And it was there to probably about 4 to 5 o'clock the next morning. And then when that time came, it was only the news stations, your local media, that came on TV to give the morning news. That's all you saw during that time. And people will watch it before they went to work out on the farms or went to their jobs in a manufacturing plant at that time. And you only had VHS tapes that you could watch movies from. So, do you guys remember when the VHS tapes could get eaten by the VCR? I had one to do that one time. And I can't remember what movie it was. I want to call the name of it, but I'm scared to say the name of it. But I want to say it was my movie that I had, and I loved the movie. And I believe it was Milo and Otis. And I used to watch that a lot. Well, I'm not for sure if that was that movie. That's why I was scared to say anything. But I watched it so much that the VCR finally ate the taping of it. And back then, people, that if you don't understand what I'm talking about, how does a VCR eat a VHS tape? The tape inside that VHS get wrinkled or something, and it has something to do with the machine where the tape couldn't go through the controls too well or something. I don't know. But I remember I used to have a lot of my movies eaten because of that. And you got to eject the movies. Do you guys remember this? When you eject the movies, you have all this tape and you're like, oh, dang, the VCR ate the movie. And you got to stretch and you got to cut this and you got to pull all this out. Those were some times. And especially, and what really sucked is if you rented the movie at the video store and it got eaten. That was never a good thing. Luckily, I don't think we ever ran into that problem, but I've heard others, I believe, that has happened. And if I'm not mistaken, you had to pay for that movie if your VCR ate it. And I believe they asked you if you wanted a little insurance on it for that reason. I don't know. I can't remember. But, yeah. And also, when you went to the video store, you could rent Nintendo games or a Nintendo set for the weekend. Or you could rent the VCRs, I mean. If you didn't have them already at your home, you could rent them at the video places. So, like what's happening right now, I mean, I grew up in a time where you just didn't get up and go late at night anywhere. You stayed home, even on the weekends. Everybody was always at home by 9 o'clock or into bed at 9 o'clock. Especially school nights, everybody basically had to be in bed at 9 o'clock at night. And the times are different now. When I go back to think about it now and like what all I'm used to, and how in the world we got by without the technology then, I don't know. But now it's like if I didn't have the technology, I don't know what I would do. Because I know I'll go crazy and stir crazy. And I guess, back in my times growing up, it was normal for that time frame. So you managed what you could do with. But now I'm so used to everything all modernized. I would absolutely be like that hamster I was talking about, my wheel. I'll probably be finding a wheel, spinning that thing. I'm about ready to turn something upside down. Yeah, so I don't know if I could easily amuse myself now like we used to back when I was little. You found everything you could to amuse yourself. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for subscribing and watching my videos, folks. It means a lot. And I really am trying to get the 1,000 subscribers. That would help me tremendously. And thank you once again. And y'all take safe. Y'all be careful out there.